What's up, Vault Hunters? So they've just dropped the first full trailer for the upcoming Borderlands movie. It's been in development for quite a few years, so it's good to finally see something concrete. However, this does come with quite a few concerns. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it. Let me start by saying my expectations for this project were never very high. Video games transferred to TV and film historically are notoriously bad, not to mention the current state of adaptations and reboots in general. It definitely doesn't help when your director/writer come out basically from the start saying that this is going to be a reimagining of the license. Basically this says, I'll take the product and I'll take your money, but I don't want to have to care about the source material. Unfortunately, it's exactly this kind of attitude that has led to the abuse of so many beloved franchises. That, combined with the clearly detached casting choices, made it clear from the project's announcement that this was not going to be a film focused at the existing fans. That being said, I have had some mixed feedback about the trailer. One friend's first response was that it looked amateur, while another seemed to like the standard of CGI. Another friend stated, I don't hate it to be honest, but they couldn't stand the MCU style humour. In fact, the theme of it feeling too Disney has definitely come up multiple times. Personally, I don't see very much here that really reflects the product it's based on, and other than a few minor components of the trailer, nothing felt like it was being produced to a high standard. However, the one main criticism that I've heard almost universally is that the casting choices seem poor. Almost none of the casting picks here seem to demonstrate an awareness of the source characters, throwing not only their ages and timelines all over the place, but also the attitudes and motivations that make those characters who they are. A simple example of this would be Kevin Hart as Roland, making lots of quips when the whole point of Roland in the Borderlands series is that he's the serious character and never jokes. That literally is the point of the character, and it's used as a tool to create humour in certain situations. Other than a few physical components of the characters and their names, these could be mistaken for entirely different people, and perhaps that would have been a better course for the movie to take. The real fear here is that this would somehow be married to the games in time via the utterly mindless modern trend of multiverses. Let's just hope that it doesn't get that bad. Now, it'd be easy just to tear into this trailer and go on a huge rant about all the things I don't like here, but instead I thought we'd have a bit of fun imagining what this movie could have actually been. So here are my casting picks for the Borderlands movie we'll never see. Lilith. Borderlands movie pick, Cate Blanchett. Cate, 54, is an Australian-American actress and producer. Known for a great many movies, Cate has time and again displayed her wide-ranging talents in a variety of challenging roles. In my opinion, the most talented member of the Borderlands cast, but I feel the Lilith we're getting here hasn't got quite the right look, and she's a bit more mature than we should expect to see. My casting pick, Naomi Rapace. Naomi, 44, is a Swedish actress originally known for her fiery performance in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo movie trilogy. She has since become a regular leading lady, electrifying audiences in diverse genres of major Hollywood films. Her ability to play relatable to outlandish roles while always somehow conveying potential chaos just below the surface is why Naomi is my top pick for the powerful siren Lilith. Roland. Borderlands movie pick, Kevin Hart. Kevin, 44, is an American comedian and actor. Success on the comedy circuit landed Kevin a role in the TV series Undeclared, where he became a fast favourite for the audience at home. Rising quickly to the heights of Hollywood stardom, Kevin Hart is now a household name and is guaranteed to bring big laughs to every movie he's cast in. Unfortunately here the big problem is the one already mentioned. The role of Roland calls for a hardened military type who has no time for nonsense, and although he might get caught up in the gags, he's never the one initiating them. His stature also puts him in a bad position for this role, as is frequently the joke made in numerous other Kevin Hart films, where it is repeatedly pointed out that he is simply not the action man type. Back up! My pick, Michael J. White. Michael, 56, is an American actor, director and martial artist. Known for many roles from Spawn to Mike Tyson, MJW has not only been a consistently impressive action star, but also fits well into drama and more recently movies involving humour. Whatever the role, MJW always commands great screen presence with his athletic physique and his hardened demeanour. That's why he'd be perfect to portray the rugged leader of the Crimson Raiders. Tannis. Borderlands movie pick, Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie, 65, is an American actress and producer. Having received many awards during her nearly 50 years in the acting biz, JLC is renowned worldwide mainly for her roles in horror and comedy. Something of a contrast, her ability to play the victim come hero in the likes of the Halloween series and her more kooky femme fatale roles has made her one to remember. Sadly again, I feel this actress is a lot older than the character she is meant to be portraying. However, the main issue I have with JLC in the role is that although she can do kooky, it just doesn't feel like the right fit for the tragic-go-lucky, socially hopeless doll scientist. Also, they didn't dye her hair. My pick. Molly Parker. Molly, 51, is a Canadian writer, actress and director. A somewhat underrated actress in my opinion, Molly has been praised for her roles leading back to the late 90s, but only since the early 2000s has she seemed to land more leading roles. From Stephen King to Lost in Space to the Old West, Molly's portrayals have always been particularly believable and captivating. Not only does she have the talent to back it up, her look and even her voice are spot on for the highly eccentric Patricia Tannis.
Thank you very much. And probably that's all either of us needs to say on that subject ever again.
Claptrap. Borderlands movie pick, Jack Black. Jack, 54, is an American actor, comedian and musician. Another big hitter, Jack is known best for his wacky and energetic presence in numerous comedy films and in his band Tenacious D. His work has also reached into other genres with some success in more dramatic roles, as well as voice work in several successful animated features. Although Black has the energy for a character like Claptrap, it's almost certain that he will end up playing the role using the same chaotic character that he has revisited for the majority of his career. This character has always been more of a too cool for school type, which sits juxtaposition with Claptrap's entire core being one of tragic hopelessness and uncoolness. My pick. Jim Fonda. Jim, 50, is the voice actor for Claptrap in Borderlands 3. I was apprehensive when the voice of Claptrap was set to change for Borderlands 3, but in honesty I think Jim nailed it. In a role like this, I've never understood why you wouldn't keep your voice actor. This is who it should be, but as we're limiting ourselves to Hollywood actors... Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Christopher, 34, is an American actor and musician, arguably best known for his role as McLovin in the 2007 movie Superbad. Chris became a superstar almost overnight, which then landed him a spate of similar roles playing an awkward nerdy teenager in the likes of Role Models and the kick-ass superhero spoof films. More recently, CMP has turned his time towards playing music in a number of bands and towards voice acting roles. His particular nerdy awkwardness lends itself well to the dysfunctional and quirky Hyperion robot that we know and love. CMP for Claptrap. Tiny Tina. Borderlands movie pick, Ariana Greenblatt. Ariana, 16, has appeared in several smaller roles in some major TV shows and movies over the past 9 years, already receiving a number of notable nominations for her contributions. I think one of the problems I have with Ariana is probably more to do with the film's direction than her talents, as the Tina we've seen so far seems very toned down. As one friend put it, Tiny Tina looked like a bored teenager with no spark. She should be a nutbag like Harley Quinn. I fully agree. The other problem comes back to the erratic ages. With many of the cast being made older, it only makes sense that Tina should also be older at this point, somewhere in her early 20s. My pick. Isabel May. Isabel, 23, spent several years pursuing her dream of acting to no avail. Determined, she eventually landed a lead role in the 2018 Netflix series Alexa and Katie, and her career started taking off. She had several other lead roles before landing the lead in 2020 film Run, Hide, Fight, and in 2021 cast as Elsa Dutton and the narrator in the Paramount Plus TV series 1883, a prequel to the popular Yellowstone. In her short career so far, Isabel has already displayed a huge range of emotions and characters from charming to cheeky to the borderline psychopathic. Exactly the correct chaotic cocktail for this friendly frenetic female firework. Mad Moxie. Borderlands movie pick, Gina Gershon. Gina, 61, is an American actress and singer. Although she always wanted to be an actress, her career started in music and dance before eventually making it to theatre and the big screen. Gina featured in a number of major Hollywood films, most notably throughout the 80s and 90s, like Cocktail, Red Heat and Face Off. Once again, the look and age of the casting here seems way off in my opinion. My pick. Emily Blunt. Emily, 40, is a British actress and currently one of the highest paid actresses in the world. With a number of prestigious accolades to her name, Emily has consistently dominated the screen in a wide range of movies and shows since the early 2000s. I'd love to see her reprise her more sassy side combined with some of the more steely characteristics she displayed in the likes of Edge of Tomorrow.
Yes.
A beauty and a talent all the same, that's why I think the fans would have loved to have seen Emily as Mad Moxie. Krieg. Borderlands movie pick, Florian Munteanu. Florian, 33, is a German actor and boxer. Florian was only starting out in acting when Sylvester Stallone was looking for a European actor to fit the part of Ivan Dragov's son in the 2018 film Creed II. Stallone personally promoted Florian for the part of Viktor Dragov, which he did end up playing. Since then, he has landed roles in a number of notable Hollywood flicks, including the part of Razor Fist in the Marvel movie Shang-Chi, and more recently Montano has now joined the lineup for the Netflix series Vikings Valhalla. I'm actually okay with this casting. The role of Krieg is certainly a complex one if done right, but the presence and character of Montano do fit the criteria required. Let's just hope the writers give him something to work with. There's a few other smaller roles cast in the production which I also feel have the potential to ring true. Marcus is very appropriately being played by Benjamin Byron Davis. Ellie is Rhiannon Redmond, she looks great. Scooter is being played by Stephen Boyan. I do think that he's a little bit too old again, but he also looks pretty good. Hammerlock is listed in the cast as Charles Babalola. I'm not sure if there's some confusion with the listing here, as this guy definitely looks a lot more like Clay from Borderlands 3 than he does Hammerlock. And if that's the case, I think he looks absolutely perfect for the part. Now, I was sad not to see a listing for Brick and Mordecai, as the majority of the material here for the Borderlands movie does seem to be focused on Borderlands 1, but who knows, perhaps there will be a small role for them. Either way, I wanted to take a look at what my potential picks would be, so here they are. Brick. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. No, me. Actually, I have a better casting, and his name is John C. Seriously though, my actual pick for Brick would be Nathan Jones. Nathan, 54, is an Australian actor, powerlifting champion, strongman and retired wrestler. Having gotten into trouble with the law earlier in life, Nathan began the sport of powerlifting during a 7-year stretch in jail for armed robbery. After turning over a new leaf, Jones became a powerlifting champ, and over the years he's been a bodyguard, strongman and spent time in the WWE. Standing nearly 7 foot tall, this powerhouse's huge size and strength make him a spectacle on and off screen. Despite his monstrous appearance, he's always given me the impression of being a friendly guy though, and that's exactly why I think he's top man for the brutal Brick. Mordecai. My pick for Mordecai would be Diego Luna. Diego, 44, is a Mexican actor, producer and director. Following several years working in television, he had his real breakthrough in the early 2000s. During his rise to fame, he has appeared in a number of American and Mexican films and shows, including Elysium, Rogue One, Narcos and Andor. His cool, calm persona and handsome, roguish looks make him a natural choice for the Birdman Morty. I know casting doesn't work like this, but it's still fun to imagine, and I truly hope that the film in its current form exceeds my expectations. I'd love to have some fresh ideas and energy infused into the franchise, but I just want things to go in the right direction. It's so easy for writers just to churn out trash these days. They jump on trends like multiverses or ignorantly abuse ideas like subverting expectations, and in a few short sentences your whole franchise is down the toilet. Borderlands 3 did cause some concerns with some of the setup for Borderlands 4, and the real worry was the hack job they did in Tales from Borderlands 2. I just hope that the writers of the movie have taken a more professional and measured approach to this project. If you did enjoy this video and want a little bit more, I do have potential for a second video on this, having a look at hypothetical casting for other main characters throughout the Borderlands universe. This time focusing on Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3, Tales from Borderlands 1 and maybe even some Wonderlands. So if you do have any interest in that, please do like and subscribe. I'd also love to hear your suggestions for alternative casting, so please do let me know who you think should have been in the Borderlands movie. Anyway, that's it for today guys, that's all I've got time for. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take it easy, peace out.